If you're over 50, you might have noticed something subtle. Your legs feel less steady than they used to. Stairs seem heavier. Standing up from a chair feels a little harder. And sometimes, you catch yourself hesitating before bending down or picking something up. It's a quiet frustration, but it's real. Here's the truth that surprises most people. This isn't your fault. Science now shows that loss of leg strength and stability isn't just about aging. It's about certain muscles going underused, muscles that are crucial for balance, mobility, and independence. Walking helps your heart. It keeps you moving. But walking alone doesn't fully challenge the muscles that protect your knees, hips, and core. These stabilizers are what really determine whether you feel confident getting up from the floor, climbing stairs, or even standing for long periods. There's a hidden cause most people never hear. The quadriceps, glutes, and deep hip stabilizers begin to fall asleep over time if they aren't deliberately activated. They're not weak. They've just been neglected. And when these muscles aren't active, the consequences aren't just physical. Confidence wavers, fear of imbalance grows, independence subtly erodes. But here's the encouraging part. These muscles can be reawakened quickly, safely, and without expensive equipment. In just 7 days, a simple guided wall squat routine can strengthen legs, improve posture, and restore confidence, step by step. Wall squats aren't about extreme effort. They aren't about pushing to failure. They are about control, precision, and consistency, the exact ingredients your body needs to reclaim stability and power. I tried these wall squats myself for 7 days, and the results were surprising. I noticed steadier legs, improved endurance for everyday tasks, and a quiet sense of confidence returning with every repetition. And this isn't just personal experience. Harvard Medical School and the Mayo Clinic emphasize that controlled static exercises like wall squats are especially effective for adults over 50 because they engage multiple muscle groups simultaneously while training the nervous system to coordinate movement efficiently. Today, I'll take you step by step through this routine. I'll show you how to do it safely, explain why it works, and share tips to maximize results, even if you haven't exercised consistently in years. Before we begin, I want to hear from you. Drop your name and where you're watching from in the comments. This is a community of people choosing strength, stability, and independence together. And when you're ready, let's awaken these muscles, reclaim control, and discover why 7 days of wall squats can make a bigger difference than you ever expected. And if content like this helps you feel more confident in your body, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone you care about. Wall squat, reawakening, leg strength and stability. Let's begin with a movement that is deceptively simple, but profoundly effective. The wall squat. Imagine a moment you encounter every day, standing up from the couch, bending to tie your shoes, or pausing mid-staircase. For many of us, these moments feel heavier than they once did. Your legs may wobble slightly, your knees might protest. You may even hesitate before moving. These aren't signs that your body is failing. They are signals that certain muscles need reactivation. Here's the hidden truth. As we age, the quadriceps, the large muscles at the front of your thighs, and the glutes begin to lose their neural activation if they aren't intentionally challenged. These muscles are responsible for standing, climbing, and stabilizing the body. Walking alone does not fully engage them. Harvard Medical School reports that isolated, controlled exercises like wall squats can significantly improve lower body strength in adults over 50, precisely because they target the muscles that everyday walking neglects. A wall squat looks simple, but its benefits are deep. It simultaneously strengthens the quadriceps, glutes, and core while retraining the nervous system to coordinate stability. According to Cleveland Clinic research, controlled static movements like this improve joint alignment and reduce the risk of imbalance-related injuries, making it one of the most effective exercises for independence. Here's how to do it, step by step. 1. Stand with your back against a sturdy wall, feet hip-width apart, about 12 to 18 inches from the base. Keep your spine straight and shoulders relaxed. This alignment ensures your core and lower body are fully engaged. 2. Slowly slide your back down the wall until your knees form roughly a 90-degree angle. If you experience knee discomfort, reduce the depth slightly. Quality and control matter more than depth. 3. Keep your chest lifted and your gaze forward. Avoid letting your knees move past your toes. This keeps the stress on the muscles rather than the joints. 4. Hold this position for 10 to 20 seconds, breathing steadily. Feel the muscles engage. Notice the quadriceps lifting the body, the glutes stabilizing the hips, and your core supporting your spine. 5. Slowly rise back up to standing, pressing through your heels and maintaining posture. Avoid pushing off with your hands. This encourages full leg activation. 6. Repeat this 5 to 10 times, depending on your comfort and energy level. Even after the first repetition, you may notice your legs feel awake. That subtle burn is your muscles remembering how to work again. Over 7 days, the cumulative effect is remarkable. Increased thigh strength, improved glute engagement, and better overall stability. Let's explore why it works. The controlled nature of the wall squat engages muscles through both concentric contraction, pressing upward, and isometric hold, holding the squat. This dual activation improves both muscle strength and endurance. Neurologically, the brain sends stronger, more coordinated signals to the lower body, enhancing balance and responsiveness in real-life scenarios. Unlike walking, which primarily targets endurance, the wall squat strengthens foundational muscles critical for daily movement and fall prevention. You may wonder if this is safe. For most adults, it is. But take care if you have knee or hip sensitivities. Modify depth or reduce hold time. Use a chair for support if needed. Always listen to your body. The goal is controlled activation, not strain. After practicing this exercise daily, the changes are noticeable. You may find standing from a chair feels smoother, stairs feel less taxing, your posture is taller, and your steps feel more secure. Harvard and NIA studies confirm that even modest improvements in lower body strength dramatically increase functional independence in adults over 50. This is more than exercise. It's reclaiming power. Each wall squat is a reminder. Your body is capable. Your muscles can respond. Your independence is intact and can be strengthened with intention. Now that we've awakened the primary strength muscles of your legs, we're ready to move into the next phase, enhancing balance, coordination, and confidence. This is where strength meets control, and where the gains from 7 days of wall squats translate into everyday freedom. Balance and stabilization, transforming wall squats into confidence. Now that we've reawakened the primary leg muscles with wall squats, it's time to bring balance and stabilization into the picture. Strength is important, but it's only one piece of independence. True confidence in movement comes when your legs, core, and nervous system work together seamlessly. Think of a moment you encounter every day. You're stepping off a curb, bending to pick something up, or navigating uneven flooring in your kitchen. For a brief second, all your weight shifts onto one leg. If you've ever hesitated in that moment, you know the quiet fear that comes with uncertainty. This isn't weakness. It's a signal that your stabilizing muscles and neural pathways need retraining. Here's the hidden truth. As we age, the small but critical stabilizers around the hips, knees, and ankles, combined with the brain's balance coordination, can lose responsiveness. Harvard Medical School and the National Institute on Aging explain that even minor decreases in neuromuscular communication can reduce stability and increase the risk of missteps or falls. Walking alone doesn't sufficiently challenge these systems. That's where intentional balance work comes in. Let's begin with a simple yet powerful exercise, the supported single leg stand. 1. Stand next to a sturdy chair or countertop for light support. This is not for leaning, but for reassurance. 2. Shift your weight onto your left leg, ensuring your foot is fully planted and your knee is soft, not locked. 3. Slowly lift your right foot just an inch or two off the ground. You don't need height. Small movements are enough. 4. Hold this position for 10 to 20 seconds, breathing steadily. Notice the subtle adjustments your ankle, knee, and hip make to keep you upright. 5. Slowly return your right foot to the floor and switch sides. This may seem simple, but the muscles and nerves are working hard. The gluteus medius, a key hip stabilizer, activates to protect your pelvis. Calf and ankle muscles engage to maintain connection with the floor. Your core stabilizes your spine. Meanwhile, your brain strengthens the communication between these muscles, improving timing and responsiveness. Over time, this retrains your body to react to small shifts in weight, making daily movement smoother and more secure. For added challenge, you can lightly lift the toes or extend the hold slightly, but always stay within comfort. If balance feels uncertain, it's okay to keep a finger lightly on the chair or wall. This is about progress, not perfection. Here's why it matters. Controlled single-leg stance exercises have been shown in research from Cleveland Clinic to significantly reduce fall risk in older adults. They improve coordination, reinforce postural alignment, and teach your muscles to work in harmony again. Unlike walking, which keeps both feet grounded most of the time, this exercise forces your stabilizers to engage fully. The benefits extend beyond physical changes. After a few repetitions, many people notice a newfound sense of confidence in everyday tasks. Standing, stepping, or bending no longer carries the subtle hesitation that may have crept in over the years. Your body begins to trust itself again. This exercise is more than a balance drill. It's anti-aging in action, retraining muscles and nerves to work together for long-term stability. It transforms the gains from wall squats into real-life mobility, ensuring that strength isn't wasted but applied effectively. By combining strength with stabilization, you're teaching your body to move efficiently, safely, and confidently. You're reclaiming the capacity to navigate life's unexpected shifts without fear. Next, we'll move into the step-back exercise, a movement that further protects knees and ankles while enhancing control and flexibility. This is where strength, balance, and joint resilience meet to create real, sustainable independence. Step back. Exercise, protecting knees and ankles for daily freedom. Now that we've strengthened the legs with wall squats and sharpened balance with single-leg stands, it's time to focus on the joints that carry us through every step, the knees and ankles. Strength alone isn't enough if the joints themselves aren't supported and trained to absorb movement safely. Picture a moment that happens dozens of times each day. You step back to avoid an obstacle, catch yourself on uneven flooring, or adjust while climbing a curb. These movements are small, often unnoticed, but they require precise muscle control and joint stability. For many adults over 50, this is where subtle weakness or hesitation first appears. Here's the hidden truth. As we age, the eccentric muscles, the muscles that slow movement and act as brakes, tend to weaken. These muscles, especially in the thighs and calves, protect the knees and ankles by controlling motion and absorbing impact. When they aren't trained, the joints take the stress instead, which can lead to discomfort, stiffness, or instability over time. According to Mayo Clinic research, controlled backward stepping and similar movements retrain these muscles, reducing joint strain and improving functional independence. This is where the step-back exercise comes in. It's simple, safe, and highly effective. 1. Stand tall behind a sturdy chair or near a countertop for reassurance if needed. Keep your feet hip-width apart and your spine upright. 2. Shift your weight onto your left leg. Slowly step your right foot back about 1 foot length, letting the ball of the foot touch the ground first. 3. Gently bend both knees slightly, just a few inches, to engage the quadriceps, hamstrings, and glutes. Keep your chest lifted and avoid leaning forward. 4. Pause briefly. Feel your joints stabilize as your muscles control the movement. 5. Press through your front heel to return to standing. Move slowly and deliberately. 6. Repeat several times, then switch sides. This exercise strengthens the quadriceps, hamstrings, calves, and the small stabilizers around the knee and ankle. It trains your joints to absorb force safely, which is essential for reducing injury risk during everyday movements. Walking rarely provides this type of controlled, eccentric activation, which is why joint discomfort can occur even in otherwise active adults. Neurologically, the brain is learning to coordinate timing between muscle activation and joint movement. This retraining improves reflexes, allowing you to react more quickly to sudden shifts in weight. Cleveland Clinic studies show that exercises like the step back can dramatically enhance functional mobility, especially when paired with strength and balance work. If you feel knee sensitivity, reduce the step distance or bend less deeply. If balance is a concern, keep both hands near the chair or wall. The key is controlled movement, not speed or depth. Every repetition sends a signal to your muscles and nervous system. You are capable, stable, and in control. After practicing this movement over several days, you may notice subtle but powerful changes. Stepping backward feels safer. Walking on uneven surfaces feels smoother. Knee and ankle stiffness begins to decrease, and daily tasks that once required caution now feel more natural. This is the essence of anti-aging exercise, targeted, mindful movements that retrain muscles and joints to work together efficiently. Wall squats built strength. Single leg stands restored balance. Now step-back exercises integrate those gains into real-life joint protection, completing the foundation of functional independence. You are not fragile. You are not behind. Each movement is a step toward reclaiming control, stability, and confidence in your legs and joints. Next, we'll bring all of these elements together with a dynamic flow exercise, one that enhances coordination, mobility, and overall leg endurance so that strength, balance, and joint protection translate seamlessly into daily life. Dynamic flow in conclusion, integrating strength, balance, and joint protection. Now that we've strengthened your legs, restored balance, and protected your joints, it's time to bring everything together with a dynamic flow exercise, a movement that enhances coordination, circulation, and functional independence. This final step ensures that all the gains from wall squats, single leg stands, and step-back exercises translate seamlessly into everyday life. Picture a typical day, moving from the kitchen to the living room, bending to pick up a lightweight item, or stepping into the shower. These movements happen constantly, often without thought, but they demand coordination between strength, balance, and joint stability. When any one of these systems is undertrained, hesitation or subtle instability creeps in. This dynamic flow exercise retrains your body to move confidently and fluidly in real-life scenarios. Here's how to do it. 1. Stand tall with feet hip-width apart near a wall or countertop for light support if needed. 2. Begin with a shallow wall squat, pressing your back against the wall for alignment and stability. Hold for 3 to 5 seconds. 3. Shift weight to your left leg and lift your right foot slightly, as in the single leg stand. Hold for 3 seconds. 4. Step your right foot back gently, performing a mini step back to engage the knees and ankles. Pause briefly. 5. Step forward to return to the starting squat position. 6. Repeat on the opposite side, moving slowly and deliberately. This flow combines strength, balance, and joint protection in one continuous sequence. It activates the quadriceps, glutes, hamstrings, calves, and core. It strengthens hip stabilizers, engages the nervous system, and trains the muscles around the knees and ankles to absorb movement safely. Harvard Medical School emphasizes that compound movements like this, done mindfully, offer higher functional benefits than isolated exercises because they reflect the way the body moves in daily life. After practicing this flow for a week, you may notice subtle but meaningful changes. Standing from a chair feels easier. Walking on uneven surfaces feels steadier. Knees feel supported, ankles feel more responsive, and the quiet confidence of functional independence begins to return. Remember, you don't need to perform this perfectly. Consistency is what matters. Each repetition strengthens, retrains, and reconnects your muscles and nervous system. Even small daily practice creates meaningful change over time. You are not fragile. You are not behind. These exercises are not about reversing age. They are about reawakening the body you already have. Strength, balance, and joint resilience are not lost. They've just been underused, and now they are coming back to life. Tell us in the comments, I'm getting stronger, if you felt a difference after trying these exercises. Share your experience with our community, because every step forward matters. You are not here to fade quietly. You are here to rise, stronger, steadier, and more confident with every step you take. If this journey matters to you, please like, subscribe, and share this channel. Together, we're building a community that chooses strength, independence, and confidence at every age.